All right, kids, so this is Lesson 7, Level 6 of the Choose Your Own Adventures. Converting loops. You're going to convert while loops and for loops into enhanced for loops. Now, I've used enhanced for loops in the last couple of videos if you've watched them, so hopefully you're familiar with them. A and B are going to take for loops and make them enhanced for loops, and then C and D will take while loops and turn them into enhanced for loops. So let's go to bicycle counts. And in the bicycle counts, if I recall correctly, yes, the Fremont Bridge. So great little data set here on Kaggle. If you don't click on those things and look at them. Interesting. So I have to look over that. So this data set is the number of bicycles that cross the Fremont Bridge each hour. And we need to store that, or is it stored in an array? So let's see. So I've got an object. Here is the, yes it is. So in the bicycle class, the bicycle class has one instance variable, and that is an array of bicycle counts that are all integers. And so there is a parameterized constructor that it gets passed a file name, so it's passed the counts.txt is what will happen, and then it turns that text file into an array. So it uses the file reader to int array, and it turns it into this array up here. And what we need to do is we need to convert this loop into an enhanced for loop. And so I'm just going to put a multi-line comment in here to comment this out. So I don't need that stuff. But I do need to keep this because that initializes my total. And I do need to keep this because that's going to return my total. So the only thing I want to do is I want to go for, and now this is an array of ints. So I'll call those counts. And this is the bicycle counts. So for each count in the bicycle counts, what I want to do is I want to take my old total and I want to make my new total equal to my old total plus CNT. So my old total starts at 0, and then it becomes CNT, and then it's CNT plus CNT again, the next one, and it just keeps adding them together, and then it will return the total. And so there's nothing to do here in the bicycle runner. It should just print it out for me. And there it is. And let's see if the test passes. And it does. So let's go do the same one for the next one. So I'm going to change my sublevel from 1 to 2, and so this takes us to the Nintendo Switch video game data set. Oh, let's take a gander at this one. Kaggle's got some great data sets, man. Some great data sets. Love these things. All right. So let's see. This has the title of each game, and this has how many copies of each game were sold. So the most selling games and the number of copies. So in the game class, each game has two attributes. It has a title and a copy. And here is the constructor to create a game. And there's a getTitle method and a getCopies method. And there is the toString method. There is the toString method that would print out a game. Got it? So I bet over here, yeah, I think there might be something there, but let's look at this. So in the Nintendo, I want to convert this for loop. Well, let's talk about this. Here's the Nintendo class. It takes an array of games. So this array, the elements in the array are objects. And they are game objects, and the game objects have a title and the number of copies. Here's the constructor. That's how I make them. And there's a create games class. So here is the create games. Not a create game class. I misspoke there. I'm sorry. But that is the method. It returns a game array. And the create games takes the text, the title file, which is up here, and the copy file, or the right there. It takes the titles and turns it to this string. It takes this number of copies, turns it to this string, or turns it to this array, I'm sorry. And it takes this and turns it into this temporary, we're kind of creating a temporary empty array. And so what we're going to do is we are going to populate this temp games array with these game objects. Got it. So what I want to do is I just want to return, I want to take this for loop and use an enhanced for loop. So I'm going to do a multi-line comment to comment this stuff out. And I need this. That's my string. I need to keep that string kind of to start and populate with. And I'm going to return it when I'm done. So I'm going to go a for. Now the things in this array are games. No. Yep. Things in the array are games. So I'm going to go games GM in best selling games. And I want to take my new result. I want to make it equal to my old result. I don't know if there's anything I have to do to print it out. No, nothing special. I just want to take my old result and I want to add it to my best selling games. I really just want to go like this, plus GM. And I need to add a new line, so I better go plus. And that should do the trick. Nothing to do here, so let's run this puppy, see if it works. Did I? Oh, it's game. I don't think it's games. I think it's just game. Yeah. Let's try it again, see if it works. There you go. Now remember, each one of these things here, for example, that is probably coming from this toString method. Title, copies, copies sold. So literally what I'm doing here is I am printing out the game. In other words, for each element in this list, I am calling the toString method for that particular game. All right, so that is A and B. Hope this is helpful, kids.